Hello, my name is Houston Allen, and we are glad that you joined us and tuned in on what's going on at Farmersville High School and our students.
Hello Aztecs, my name is Juan Monzo and you're watching Empire News. Let's take a look at these videos and thank you for joining us. Regardless of how COVID has restricted our ability to do things outside of our home, FHS students and staff are working along those lines to get in some practice time for sporting events.
COVID caused a shutdown of sports in mid-March. We were forced to shut down our baseball, softball, track, and swim seasons, as well as off-season for boys basketball and football that had started up. We remained closed until July. We actually had a better outlook in July, and we were able to do 2 weeks of off-season practice, but the numbers spiked again. So we had to shut back down, and then we're opening up again. Actually, we opened up last week, but the air quality made that difficult. So overall, COVID has basically changed the entire landscape of athletics for this year. We're starting football in December, and then we're starting all of the winter and spring sports in March. And so it's going to be baseball, basketball, softball, track, all at the same time. It's been a crazy process, and I know kids are very excited to get back into sports and really want to get back out there. So we're all just very excited that we can host any type of practice and have kids on campus. It's really been just a joy to drive around and just see kids they're excited to run at practice, which they wouldn't have been in the past, just because, they get to get out of the house, they get to come to school, they get to see their friends, their coaches, their teammates. So it's been really a pleasure to see that, see all the hard work all the coaches and staff have put in pay off.
So first, we're opening up the cake mix.
A little ASMR moment.
Mix.
Well, we have to hurry up. So we're gonna first
Parchment paper.
that word, and we're gonna fold it because I seen people do this.
She's doing a little hack.
A little pro moment. And then I don't know, they do something like this because they cut it off here. Oh, now we're gonna do a cup of heavy whipping cream.
For the whipped cream.
Filling. For the filling.
Filling.
Yeah.
And that's the finished product. I'm not gonna lie, it came out really good. I really like it. Now to get a piece.
And that's the finished product.
With the Farmersville High School opening up sports during the pandemic, the boys' baseball team has been practicing baseball since early November.
Let's work out. Let's go. Square.
Coach Lopez and the boys baseball team have been ordered to follow strict restrictions to follow the COVID guidelines in order to continue practicing the study of baseball in these particular times.
How many?
We have Coach Lopez and teammate Alex Winslow to talk about some of those hard restrictions they have to follow.
Well, we're trying to keep our distance, our 6-foot distance, social distancing protocol. We're also not sharing equipment. Everybody has their own bat that they have and clean every day. Everybody has their own helmet that is cleaned every day. Everybody has their own tennis ball and their own regular baseball that they throw up against the wall because we can't play catch with each other. So we've just been throwing the ball up against the wall. So we're trying to basically play baseball by ourselves. Make you get better unless you want to get better. Understand what I'm saying?
Not being able to touch a ball is a big difference. Like, that's what baseball is, throwing and catching. You can't do that because of the restrictions.
At the end of the day, Coach Lopez and the boys baseball team has been working hard and safe to continue learning the game of baseball.
It is currently 54 degrees with light showers in Farmersville, 54 degrees with light showers in Visalia, and 55 degrees with light showers in Exeter. And looking at the weekly forecast for Farmersville, it seems like we'll be staying within the 60s, with the highest being 62 on Saturday and Sunday. And for the lower temperatures, we'll be staying within the 30s, with the lowest being 35 on Tuesday. It also looks like most of the week will be partly cloudy, with the exception of Thursday being mostly cloudy.
We hope you enjoy these short bits of information and look forward into providing more stories during the remainder of the school year.
Farmersville High School is well known for their boys soccer team. We asked a varsity player and an incoming freshman on how they thought the season would go due to COVID.
I think sports would be different since we'll be needing to stay the 6 feet apart and be cautious.
I'm very excited to get back out there. I haven't had an official game or practice session since COVID came due to the fact that leagues and clubs were shut down. And I just miss being out there with teammates, and I'm just looking forward to that type of atmosphere again.
What motivates me to try harder would be looking forward to going back to school and playing sports.
It's really hard, the situation that we're facing, but we must keep going because as an athlete, that's what we were taught to do. Our coaches always say that giving up isn't an option, and I think that's the type of mentality that everyone should have.
A dangerous virus is spreading rapidly in China, and U.S. officials are very worried that it could come here. China has more than 200 confirmed cases of coronavirus, it's called, which produces pneumonia-like symptoms. 3 people have already died from this illness, which has spread to at least 3 other Asian countries. New video sent to CBS News claims to show hospital staff wearing protective gear, and that is protective gear, in Wuhan, China, considered ground zero for the outbreak.
About the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S., here's what we know. A Washington state resident fell ill after returning from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began. Officials now say more than 400 people have been sickened and 9 people have died.
Hundreds of shoppers rush into a Los Angeles Costco this morning with this warning. Supplies are being rationed to keep up with the unprecedented coronavirus panic shopping. Customers run down store aisles at full speed and then quickly start loading up their carts. Within moments of this Costco.
You see, it's a simple mistake many people make. Not putting on your face mask might put your life at stake. You see, many people say it's whatever until they start feeling under the weather and realize their decision wasn't clever. Putting on masks is the most important thing out of this coronavirus, this pandemic. The primary purpose of a mask is to prevent your respiratory droplets from traveling to other people. What I mean by that is that those droplets come from your nose and mouth, so your mask should cover both of these areas, and the perimeter of the mask should maintain tight contact with your face.
Hi, my name is Jolena.
How does COVID affect sports?
It really affects us a lot because most athletes who are continuously practicing kind of have to stop, and it's like you're just there and you don't have a way to keep going. So a lot of us are set back, but I mean, most good athletes can just come back anytime. So we're kind of chilling right now.
Do you like the new way COVID is changing your sport?
Yeah, it's really having the coaches and the players really like focus on like their health and their pretty much just their health. So they're really conditioned and stuff for games, so it's even better. So there's no chance of people getting hurt or getting sick or anything.
Are you excited for sports, and why?
Of course, sports, yeah, because my opinion, a big part of high school is sports. So, and I kind of just grew up around sports. So and most people, sports is just a way of life. That's just how that is. So.
Why do you like basketball?
I like basketball because I'm just an aggressive person, and I normally play sports that aren't contact. So this is the one contact sport where, I can get a little rough, but it's cool to meet new people and play against other people. So.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good.
Thank you.
For the time I've been working at McDonald's, I've been working there for 2 years, and I've seen everything. From burnt chicken nuggets to unseasoned fries or spicy chicken nuggets, but nothing could have prepared me for the Travis burger.
8 days since McDonald's launched the Travis Scott meal, the collaboration with the popular rapper. And guess what? It's been such a hot item, McDonald's is already reporting shortages, saying some of
the Travis Scott meal is a quarter pounder with bacon and lettuce, and it comes with fries and a Sprite.
It was unbelievable. I mean, everyone orders it like burger after burger after burger after burger, and they play that same song. Yeah, it gets annoying after a couple of days. And I used to like that song, but now it's just a reminder of my job.
So what now?
Now we try and locate this Billy Blue.
Maybe he wanted to die.
What?
David Egan. His girlfriend was killed on the same road 4th of July 1 year earlier. Maybe he blamed himself. Maybe he was sitting in a road waiting for us to hit him.
Yeah, if that'll help you sleep at night.
What happened between us? We used to be best friends.
Yeah, well, we used to be a lot of things.
I miss you. Yeah, well.
So here we are, we're making candy bags for the Adopt a Star program. We're helping Miss Wyatt. That's all we really did that day. There wasn't much to do. It took us all an hour, so we left. This is day 2. We were taking some presents up to Miss Wyatt's classroom. We put some names on the gifts that there was. There was quite a few. These are some decorations that we're gonna use on Thursday to put on the Adopt a Star trailer. And that's all that we filmed, so that was it.
Welcome to Vivi's and Erica's baking show.
Today we are going to be making gingerbread cookies with royal icing.
The ingredients you'll be needing are 1.5 teaspoons of ground ginger, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves,
a half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda.
You'll also need 4 cups of flour,
1 cup of dark brown sugar,
3/4 cup of molasses,
12 tablespoons of unsalted butter,
all your previous spices,
and 1 large egg.
So we are going to start by pouring in the dark brown sugar. Next, you're going to put your unsalted butter. Next, you're going to want to whisk that in your bowl. So next, you are going to add 1 egg into your mixture. Then you're going to add your molasses. Next, you want to whisk it until all of this is incorporated. Next, you want to add in your spices that you had into your flour mixture. Whisk this while adding in your mixture here. So, So once most of it is incorporated, it gets really hard to mix, so you're just going to want to dump it out. On a clean surface, of course. We're going to split it in half. Just going to knead it. So now you're gonna place your little ball of gingerbread dough into saran wrap. And you're gonna place it in the fridge for 3 hours. So now that it's been in the freezer for 3 hours? Yeah, 3 hours, we're gonna take them out of the saran wrap. And then we are going to get the rolling pin and roll it out. So now that we rolled them out, we are going to start cutting them with cookie cutters. So let's start doing that. Now you have your little gingerbread. And when you're done, you're going to get a baking sheet and you're just going to place it on there.
And place them in the oven for 10 minutes.
Once you take out your cookies, you can start decorating them with your icing.
So we are officially done with the cookies. These are our holiday cookies. Thank you for watching, and on to the next segment. We're so fake. We're so tired.
Hey Farmersville Aztecs, this will be a tutorial on how to make chocolate chip cookies from scratch. First, you'll need 2 big bowls for the wet and dry ingredients, 1 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, and then 3/4 of a cup of butter. Pour in your all-purpose flour, baking soda, and your salt into the big bowl and start mixing. Once it's all mixed, move aside the bowl and bring the other one for the wet ingredients. Add in your white sugar, brown sugar, vanilla extract, and then your butter, and then mix. Once it's all mixed, start combining the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. Once it's all cooked together, add in your chocolate chips and start mixing. After mixing, you want to start rolling them into little balls and start placing them into the pan. Start baking them for about 14 to 18 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit. Once it's done, let them cool and then serve.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching, and see you next time.